Hey everyone. Hey, hunting season's over for me. I'm done. It's like the 10th, 11th of January. Well, I'm on this here project again. The Polaris 400 or 700 twin. I got to put some new bushings in the front. I'm sure everybody's seen these. Know what that's all about. So I've already started. I got the wheel off here. And by the looks of them, they are bad. I don't see nothing in there. This one over here, I don't see no bushing or nothing. So we're going to get busy on that. Get them out of there. I've watched some videos on these and they can be contrary, I guess. But one way or the other, we're going to get them off of there and see what we can do. We'll do this side here and see how difficult it is, and if it's too difficult for me, I'll get my neighbor to come up and do it. He said he'd help me. I said, that's fine and dandy with me. So anyway, let's get this off and see what happens. I'll get you set up here and get you some videos as much as I can while I'm doing this so you can see what I'm doing. So let me get some tools ready here and stuff, and we'll get busy on this. I don't expect it's going to take too long, but it's something I never did, so. I got the garage all cleaned out here in the last couple of days so I could move in here. This place was a mess. I couldn't get nothing in here. I had garden tractors in here and whatnot. I cleaned her up. This chain hoist here, I put that up there last spring. I used that to lift my tractor up so I get the blades off instead of taking the deck off. So I thought, well, get the old four-wheeler in here. See if that works on that, and that's just working out fine and dandy. So anybody needs a lift, there you go. Bought it at Harbor Freight. It was, I don't know, $70 maybe, or maybe it was even cheaper than that. I don't know. No clue. But let me get some tools here. We'll get right back here to this and get busy. All right, let me get back to you. Alrighty, well, we got a wrench at a socket. We got a 14 millimeter on there, so we'll see what we can get done here, I guess. Ooh. It's coming, that one is anyway. Let's get the other one on the other side, because they say that once you get one side, it's hard to get the other side. So I can see this is going to be a problem already. That U-bolt there is keeping me from getting my socket out of there. So, I'm going to have to put an extension on there, I think, in order for me to get that out the rest of the way. So I'll get an extension on there so I don't get stuck on that thing. You learn as you go, I guess. I don't know how this is going to work, but we'll try it. That's probably too long there. Yep. That was too long. So give me a couple minutes here so I can find a good extension here for that. Okay, we got one here. Let's see how this works. Yep, that one works better. Let's go up there and get the other one loose if we can. I don't know what's going on with the camera there. It seems to be wanting to focus in and out a lot. I don't know. It should focus, pretty good on there by itself without me having to mess with it. But We'll see. Let's get the other side loose here. Oh. Yep, now the other side's turning. But we'll get that held. Yeah, there's a trick to this. Ain't no doubt about it. We must have some Loctite on them or something there. All right, let's get the other side a little bit. That sounds good. That was really loose over there. But see that one turns, so let's go over here again. On this side, put this over here. I believe this whole thing's over here turning on this side. Yeah, this side over here is turning. I'm going to have to get a, what they say is I got a little room there to get. That's turning in there. I'm going to have to get a pair of vice grips or something on there so I can keep that from turning. Let's see. Where's there at? I got a set of needle notions here somewhere. That's probably, can get them in there. Let's put the bag up here, see if they're in here. Yep, there they are. Oh. Sorry if my hand's in the road, but not much I can do about that. I'm trying my best here. Let's see what we can do here. No, that ain't holding. There we got her now. I don't know what we're going to do when we go to put the other one back in. I guess we'll go take that route when we get there. There. That one's out. Yep, Loctite. You got Loctite on there. It's alright. Guess we'll put some on whenever we get it off too. see if this other side comes loose here. Without, nope. Gonna have to put the vice grips on that one too. We got it. All right. All we can do is get that out of there. That'll be now. Ooh, well, it ain't hard at all. Look at that. That baby slipped right out of there. Oh, yeah. That's good. Get the shaft out of there. There ain't no bushings on that thing whatsoever. How does that happen? Can you believe that? That's hard to believe. And there's no grease fitting on this neither. I don't know what you do there. I got new rods, so I'm just going to put them in. New bushings. And see what happens. We'll see what happens there with that. Alright. Yeah, so anyway, this is what I took out. Just that, mind you. And this is what it's supposed to look like. Them bushings are totally gone on that old one. Now I don't know about mine. I don't think I use these extra bushings here on mine. I don't think, if my book told me correctly. So I don't think I have to use. I don't think I have to use them. So we'll see. And then I got to get some grease. I don't know why there's not a grease fitting on that. There should be. I would think they need to be greased. You know, just like all the other ones I've seen that have. But I got a tube of grease here that I'm going to smear some on before I put them in. So we'll get on that and see what we can do there. Yep, and let's just. I'm working in small places here, so I'm really trying my best to do a good job here, but hey, you get the gist of it, I'm sure, what's going on. So, yeah, I don't know why there's not a grease fitting on this. I don't have a clue. I would think there should be, there should be, but I'll just throw some grease on them, I guess. I don't know what else to do. Just throw the grease on them and rub it on this bar and on the bushings there, and we'll see what happens, I guess. That's all I can do. So, my wife gave me enough of light here. I got to get a cord for this. This ain't long. My wife here got a light for Christmas. I thought, let me see if I can use that. She said, yeah. So I don't know if it makes enough of light or not, but yeah, it'll work. It'll work good enough. All right, so let's get some grease smeared on here. I ain't to get my gloves on that, but I don't have a gun. I mean, I got to get himself a gun, I guess. We'll just throw a little bit of this stuff on here and throw some on the bushings, and then we'll just stick this back in and we'll see what happens, I guess. That's all we can do. Yeah. All right, well, we got that greased up. Let's do, we'll get them one there. Look at that. Getting old. Yeah, look at that. I think we'll put a little bit on these too. I think we'll just let that one off of there for now. We'll get a little grease on these guys, make them go in there a little easier maybe. Yeah, groove that. I can tell this is going to be a messy job. All right, so anyway. They might need a little persuasion. So let's get a persuader. I got a persuader here somewhere. Yeah. Yeah, they need some persuasion. Ooh. Oh boy. Okay, that was on there. There's why it wouldn't go on. Look at that. That's what's left of the other bushing. Probably. I bet you there are bushings in there. Yep, probably is. So we're gonna take that out there and get that other piece of bushing out. Plus, right there's a piece of one, and the other one's probably stuck in there. So, okay, well, we'll get back to you here after we get a plan. All right, well, we got the other piece out, so we're good to go. So we'll stuff this back in there again. All the grease come off of that when I put it in there, so I'm just going to put it in there without, I don't see the sense of putting that in there, all that grease coming off. It ain't going to help that anyway, I don't think. Anyway, we're going to, there's another piece of it. We're just going to throw it in there. All right. Like I said, I'm not a professional. I just get the job done. That's what I do. Just get the job done. Yeah. There we go. It's in there. Like I said, I don't think I can get them bushings in on this one, so we're going to put that, we'll put that up there and see what happens, but I'm pretty sure I don't have to use the bushings. Come out of there easy, but I'll bet you it ain't gonna get back in easy, is it? Guarantee it. It's not gonna go in there as easy. Hey everybody, well, we got yesterday, we got this tire done, we got the bushing put on. No wobble, no clicky clacky or anything like that. So today we're going to put the other one on. I think I'm going to, I filmed myself putting that one on yesterday, but it was taking a little bit of time there to get it done. I had a little trouble getting it back together. It was a mess, but I thought, well, I'll do the other side today and I'll film it. Since I already did one side, I know what's going on, so I'll just do the other side here and hopefully it'll just go a little bit easier. So what we'll do is we'll get set up here and take this other tire off and we'll get busy on this side and get her done. So here we go. All right, let's get this tire off of here. That was on tight. Yeah, that was on there real tight. Holy cow. Oh, there we go. I don't have the ability of a lot of electric tools yet. I got to get some more electricity put in here, some more receptacles, but we'll do it the old-fashioned way. I had no problem with that. Yeah, when I was doing the other one yesterday, I could get one side of the A-arm in, which wasn't hard at all, but getting the A-arm lined up with the bolt holes was the problem. I just could not get them lined up. I mean, with all this, probably if you took all the other apparatus off here, the shock and loosened everything up, you probably wouldn't have as much problem. But boy, I had a heck of a time. A few choice words come out of my mouth. I thought, well, I can't put that on YouTube, so we might put some of it on, but not all. But I'm gonna get the light in here for you. You can see what's going on. Here you can see the arm hair. See how it's really bad. There's no bushing sticking out of there at all. So what we'll do is we'll get some wrenches in there, get that one loosened up if we can. Got enough of light here to do one side at a time, so we'll just do that. These are on there tight too. See, you get one side that moves, so you got to hold on to it with the wrench and do. If you can do that, my shoulder ain't the best yet. I'm an injury, so. Do one side and look over here and get the other side loose. Yeah, I'll never forget how we did that yesterday, because I know that U-joint right there was in the road. Yep. I think we must have used a wrench to do that. Held this side over here. Just used a wrench to get that, I guess. So we'll try that. Okay. And I had to get a pair of needle nose and put it over here on this side to hold this shaft. These are, that's really bad. Look at that. Wow. I'll tell you what, that is a tough little, that is tough. That is one tough joint to get loose. Nope, just ain't gonna. Ooh. That just ain't holding it. Well, either one side or the other is going to come out. So. Not as easy as what it seems, really. Alright, get the one side out. You can see a Loctite they have on there, they had on it. Now we're going to have to get shaft turning, so we're going to have to get either this side or this side. Put it on this side again. See if I can make it hold, but I doubt it. Nope. It just will not grab it. It wasn't a problem yesterday. It held it pretty good. Today it wants to be contrary. So. Oh. It's turning. Well, that's in there pretty tight, so. I got another pair of vice grips. These ones here are just, they must be cheapies. Yeah, but I got another pair over here I can try. If we have enough room here to get them in. Possible. I don't know. Oh yeah. Alright, let's try these ones. So, see if they're any good. Okay. Let's see if we can get it to that. Yes, sir. It's coming. I tell you, they're on there. No doubt. That's coming easier now. There we got her. Yeah, they're really worn. You can't even see the ends of the bushing. Wasn't even coming out on them, so yeah, they were worn. Big time. More Loctite on that. Alright, let's see if we can get this bad boy out of here. Get it loose at least. Trying not to bump the camera too much. See, I can dry it out of there. Yesterday, I don't know if I did it wrong or what I did, but it came out of there pretty easy. Move the camera here a little bit. Let's see what's going on. Get this rod out of here. And there it is. No signs of any bushings on that, but it's stuck up inside there, I'm sure, like it was yesterday. I don't know, but I got a rod yesterday and put up in there. So, yeah, they're in there. You can feel them. So you got to get them out of there. I can't bend down here to get in there right. Let's see if we can bring this out here a little bit. Yeah. I don't know if there's the leftovers of any in there or not. The other one there was. I don't know. Let's see if the other ones, I'll get the other bushings and see if they go in there easy. If they go in there easy, then there's probably nothing in there. I think they look all right. They're not mushrooms at the end, like they were hitting back and forth on there. So let's see if these bushies fit in here easily. Yeah, not very easy, but there might be a little bit of the yeah, I'm sure there is. I'm going to get something and stuff it in there. That rod I had yesterday, if I seen somebody put a piece of cloth on the end of it and shove it through, maybe that's what I have to do. We'll see here. Well, there don't seem to be anything in there. Nope. I don't think there is. I think they're just totally worn out. So we'll just grease the other ones up, put them in there. I think that's what we're going to do. We'll know. I grease this up. I put a little bit of grease on these. This is, I don't know, it's heavy duty, all temperature, multi-purpose grease. That's what's going on. So there's no grease fitting on these for some reason. I don't know why they didn't put them on this year, but they didn't. So we'll put a little bit of grease on here. This isn't science, so, you know. Let's see, let's put some. This part here won't even hit. This part here, it won't even hit inside there. So I don't know what the purpose of the grease is. I guess it's just for the bushings themselves, but as tight as they fit in there, them bushings, I can't see them having any grease in between them. But hey, it is what it is. I'll do whatever I'll do it. That one went in pretty easy there, so I don't think we have to worry too much about any of that other bushing being stuck in there like it was in the other one. So, yep, there's in there pretty good. Get that ungreased up here. So far, it's going a lot better now than yesterday. Yeah, we'll put a little more on here. There is a washer that comes with these, with this kit too, if you have a model that needs them washers, but mine don't need them, so I don't need to use them. And there we are. They're on there together. Easy. Since I took the one off yesterday and did it, now I know what's going on, so I had an idea what I had to do, so that's pretty cool. I got that done anyway. The hard part was getting this back together again with the new bolts and stuff. I gotta get the bolts here. And here's the rings that come with the kit, but I didn't need them, so I not use them, but I'll keep them. Put the new bolts here, lock nut, washer. Lock nut and washer. Got a little bit of, I got some Loctite here I'm going to put on them. But first we got to get that back in there. Hooked up. So. Let's get some Loctite on this first one here. Yesterday, I bolted this end up first. And I had a heck of a time of getting the other side bolted in. So today I'm going to do the front first and see if it's any easier getting that one on first. I probably spent a half an hour yesterday trying to get that one on there the way I did it. But so now we're going to try to get it in. Try to get this in here first this way. get her started. I doubt if that'll start over here, but we'll try it. See what happens. It's just a tight space here. It's not working out very well yet. Well, I guess we're going to have to get this other side in first because it just wants to keep. What I had to use yesterday. Get it down in there. A little friendly persuasion. Them holes lined up is the ticket. That's the ticket. But I'll tell you, it ain't fun. They show, so I watched a couple of YouTube videos. And they it real easy. Well, they must have got it together before they put the camera on because I guarantee you it isn't easy. It's not easy at all. And this flap, if that wouldn't be on there, I should have took it off. That was a problem to me yesterday. I think I'm going to get something to take out off there because it was in my road. To get that other nut on. So we're going to take care of that. Just take that off of there. We'll just take that flap off there. It's not no big deal. Take off there and put back on. I like stuff easy. Easy. Yeah, find the right size star bit here. Torx bit. It's not that one. It's probably one I don't have. Oh. Yeah, I got it. I got the right one here. Yep. It's going to be a lot easier with that thing out of the road. Guarantee it. All right, now that that's out of the road, I don't know if this side here is lined up yet or not, I doubt it. can't see in there, so it doesn't feel like it is. I think it's got to go back some. It's got to go back. You almost have to get down there on your hands and knees to look at it, see if it's lining up or not. I don't know which way it has to go. Hey guys, I got it on there. It's the same thing as it was yesterday. Doesn't matter how you put that on, that thing is going to fight you. But I got them both on there, tightened up, good to go. So I'm going to have to check the back ones here. I don't know what they're like. I know these ones were shot, so. All right, well, let's take a look at them back ones here. I'll get this tire back on and we'll take a look at the back ones. Well, seems like I didn't have to take the tire off to do this, but I thought I'd just crawl underneath here enough. But if you can see, these ones here, they're pretty well shot too. There's a little bit of wear there. These ones up here are cracked. They're in there, but I'm thinking I better get myself a kit and get these all replaced, I guess. No sense of messing with it. They're that bad. At least you can see something on these ones, you know. So I think we're fine for a little bit anyway. Till it gets a little warmer out, maybe I can get to them. But this one down here seems to be missing the very end of it here. So, but there's a bushing in there. But yeah, they're going to need it. Ain't no doubt about it. I'm sure the other side's just as bad over here. Yep. So, all right. Well, we'll get them ordered up. And we'll get them put on sometime. Okay. But hey, I guess that's the end of the show here for me. So I appreciate you guys, you know, coming along. I know I'm not a professional at this. First time I ever did any of this stuff. So, but something to do. Keep you busy. So until the next time, don't forget to subscribe. Give me a like if you so desire. Till the next time, I don't know what we'll get into. Maybe get them other bushings and get them put on, or maybe we'll get into something else. Who knows? But anyway, till then, thanks for watching, guys. See you later.